Hello viewers, welcome to Vidhyalakshmi YouTube channel. Today what we are going to see is about social science 8th standard chapter number 3 from geography, natural resources, vegetation and wildlife. Okay, one of the interesting topic, and also we are going to focus on the subject not only for us, it is not a subject first of all, we are going to focus the preservation and conservation methods, what are the things we need to do. So for our easy understanding and for our convenience, I made this particular lesson into 4 important branches, part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4. So as you are all previously well experienced in my previous video sessions, I made into number of partitions. Okay, the same manner for our easy understanding, and also we need to concentrate little deeper, so that I made this particular lesson into 4 important branches. Branch 1, today this particular video session we are going to discuss the topic completely related to forests. Okay, natural vegetation, natural resources, that is natural vegetation and wildlife. Clear? We will enter into the topic. So as usual, learning outcome. The outcome of the thing what we are going to learn from this lesson are: number 1, I made into 4, I told you before. This session we are going to discuss only the natural vegetation. The subtopics are distribution of natural vegetation, distribution of natural vegetation, இயற்கை வளம், அது natural resources, அதில் வந்து இந்த தாவரங்கள் எப்படி branches, distribution of the natural vegetation. Next, types of forest. So here we are going to discuss only 2 types. One is evergreen forest and another one deciduous forest. The major difference between these forests, it is also called rainy forest. Evergreen forest also called rainy forest. Due to the greenish color, it is said to be evergreen. On the other hand, deciduous means it shed leaves, so it is said to be deciduous forest. Then importance of forest. So only these things we are going to discuss: distribution of natural vegetation, types of forest and importance of forest. Okay, next, natural vegetation. We have to write definition for all. எல்லாத்துக்குமே கண்டிப்பாக நம்ம என்ன பண்ணோம், we have to write some statement, why it is said to be, why this term is said to be, இதுக்கு ஏன் இந்த நேம் வந்தது, அது என்ன பண்ணணும், we have to write. Natural vegetation, all around us we see various types of plants and vegetation growing naturally. தானாகவே அதுவாகவே இயற்கையாகவே வளர்ந்தால் அதுக்கு பேர் தான் என்ன சொல்கிறோம் நம்ம, நேச்சுரல் வெஜிடேஷன். ஆல் அரவுண்ட் அஸ். ஸோ வி ஆர் ஏபிள் டு சி எவ்ரிவேர் கிராசஸ், ட்ரீஸ், மெனி நோன் அண்ட் அன்னோன் ட்ரீஸ், இது மாதிரி நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இருக்கும். தீஸ் ஆர் ஆல் த நேச்சுரல் வெஜிடேஷன். இட் இஸ் நாட் கல்டிவேட்டட் பை எனி ஒன் ஆர் நாட் சோட் பை எனி சீட் பை எனி ஹியூமன் பீயிங். It is grown up by naturally. All around us we see various types of plants and vegetation growing naturally. Such things are called we are naming it as different name. We are called it as forest, grassland, shrubs and scrubs. Okay, and different types of trees and herbs. Clear? So varieties we are going to discuss here. Next, distribution of the natural vegetation, subtopic number 1. Subtopic number 1. The type of vegetation depends mainly on temperature. If there is more temperature, the tree won't grow automatically. It need, for us we need food, like the trees need water as well as the temperature. So it grow only with the help of temperature and moisture, water content. Moisture is ஈரப்பதம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம், water molecule, it consists of the water molecule. These forests are, these are forests, grasslands, scrubs and tundra vegetation. Clear? Again we have what are the subdivisions included in the forest. Then grassland will be see one by one. Clear? First we are going to discuss about the forest. Forest, number 1, there are 4 options we see in the previous slide. Am I correct? Number 1 forest, number 2 grassland, number 3 scrubs and finally tundra region. Okay, it present in areas have heavy rainfall. So heavy rainfall, how much sir? More than 140 centimeters. Okay, this we will see one by one. First, forest can be available. Where it will be available? எங்க காடுகள் இருக்கும், எங்க மழை பொழிவு அதிகமா இருக்கும். ஏன் மழை பொழிவு அதிகமா? only because of the presence of trees. Not only the presence of, if there is huge mountain, அந்த mountain போய் prevent பண்ணுது, cloud, rainy clouds prevent பண்ணு, it gives the rain. From the rain, if already some birds, their wastages, it deposit, the remains are getting deposited in the rocky slopes or mountain slopey regions, it will allow to help us to grow. அதிலிருந்து வந்து தான் மரம் செடி கொடி காடுகளாக மாறுது. ஓகே, it present in areas have heavy rainfall. Number one, easily we can write the point. We don't want to memory anything. So for our easy understanding, I made into very simplified points. Okay, have abundant water supply. So this will help us to generate or help us to survive. As a human being, we need to survive. Without water, nothing we can grow or nothing we can do. So it helps us to make survive because of the abundant water supply. Next, the amount of moisture which determine the size of trees. If there is more water moisture, the trees will be normally very high. Okay, less moisture also reduces the density of trees. அப்போ ஈரப்பதம் கம்மியாக இருக்குது, தண்ணி வளம் கம்மியாக இருக்குது. Sure, there will be a less trees will be available. Let me see one by one. Sir, is there any types we can classify as? Sure, we can classify. First, we came to know what is forest. It will be where it will be available. Then why there is number of trees, why there is less trees. So 4 classification, 4 important content we discussed here. Okay, next, grassland, pulveli, present in the regions of moderate rainfall. Clear, most of our regions are, we are receiving only the moderate, midamana mazhai, moderate rainfall. So grassland we can see everywhere because of the moderate rainfall. Next, the trees in grasslands are short and stunted. Another important point. Clear, the trees in grasslands are short and stunted. ஒரு குறிப்பிட்ட அளவுக்கு மேலே அது வளராது. என்ன reason? Because of the less moisture. Okay, majority of the area is covered with long and short grasses. Grassland mean we know grasses. If there is more grasses available, then it is said to be grasslands. For our easy understanding, I enclosed a picture here. This is about the trees cover region and another one about the grass cover region. Clear? Next, scrubs and thorny. Mostly we use the word thorny shrubs and scrubs. Okay, I inserted a picture here. Three varieties. I made 3 slides here. The first one is about the Tundra region. Clear? Scrubs, the present in the regions of dry areas of low rainfall. Where we can see, sir, where the dry region. Why it is said to be dry? Because of the very low rainfall available place. The areas are generally dry and we can able to see the thorny scrubs and the scrubs. The root of the plant will move very deep into the underground surface and it can suck water. So that the bark of the trees, leaves, bark, stem, everything will be little broader when we compare to other trees leaf. That is a specialty. Easily we can identify what type of forest it is. By seeing itself we can guess what type of forest it is because of the very low rainfall. These plants have deep roots because they need food. For us we need food, variety of food, idli, dosa, puri, pongal, like that we are taking number of varieties. But plants will take only one variety, it is obtaining from the water. So it sent the root into deep region over the ground, underground surface, and it can suck water and leave thorny. That is why the needles, the thornies are found in the particular trees. Next, Tundra region. It is present in very cold polar regions. That is Dhruva Pagadi. The sunlight will be, the availability of the sunlight is very less. So these regions are basically cool. That is why we are able to see the snow covered regions. It comprises of mosses and lichens. Mosses and lichens. Next, the surface is almost barren, entirely covered with snow. One such a picture for our easy understanding. This is barren. Clear? Next, the types of forest. Here we are going to discuss only two major types. In India, we have a variety of forests. For example, mountain forest, evergreen forest, deciduous forest, desert region, scrubs, thorny forest, like that we have variety of forests. The major thing is only two. So, that major alone we are going to discuss here. Evergreen forest and deciduous forest. The evergreen forest, it do not shed their leaves. It will be looking permanently green in color. Next, green cover of leaves throughout the year. The round the year we can see the absolute greenish over there. Next, it can be found in the rainfall where it exceeds above 140 centimeter. That is why the trees in this forest are very high. Example, bamboo trees we can make it as a best example here. It will grow a minimum of 100 around 180 feet height. Clear? 60 to 80 or sometime 90 meters height also, not 90, around 60 to 80 meters height. Clear? 1 meter equal to 3 feet, you know very well. You are all very great genius in mathematics. So, by multiplying it will be around 180 to 200 feet height. Okay. Why that particular variety alone growing such a long distance? Only because of the availability of water. Clear? Deciduous forest, ilai udir kadugal, ilai udira kadugal, here ilai udir kadugal. It shed their leaves in a particular season, not in all season, in a particular season, especially the summer season. Clear? They look almost barren. These type of forests found in rainfall between 75 to 140 centimeters. Clear? Next, importance of forest. What is the importance of forest, sir? Why I need the importance? What is the necessity of knowing about the forest importance, sir? Forest only giving all the daily needs are getting satisfied only because of the forest. Clear? So, that is why we want to know the importance of the forest. Forest make 1/3 of the earth total surface. Clear? Total land area, useful to us in number of ways. It is useful in number of ways. Number 1, productive function. Number 2, protective function. And number 3, regulative functions. Productive, to increase the production. Example, timber and wood, paper, fruits and nuts. And also it provides essential oils, drugs, herbs and spices. These are all help us to produce the goods. So, it is said to be, it is classified into productive functions. Next one is protective. It checks the soil erosion. It checks the soil erosion and land degradation. If we cultivate again and again in a particular land, sure the soil will lose its fertility and will become infertile. So, forest alone protects the region for avoiding the degradation. So, number 1 is check soil erosion and also land degradation. Next, it cover to a number of for wildlife, a large number of land for the wildlife. It cover a large area and help to conserve water. Water is a renewable resource, we know that very well. In previous chapter we came to know about the resources. Naturally available things, it satisfies the basic needs of people, day to day life. One such a variety only, the natural vegetation, especially the forest. So, it helps us to conserve, it helps to conserve water. Next, regulative functions. Forest take, basically the trees, what it will do? Trees intake carbon dioxide, inhale carbon dioxide and exhale. It breathes in carbon dioxide and breathes out oxygen. Release large amount of oxygen. It balancing the O2 and CO2. Clear? That is why it is balancing. That is why human beings are getting we are making our survey only because of the help of the absolutely the regulative function which is taken care by the forest. Next, let us check. We saw about the, again for our small recap. So, the things what we are discussing in this particular video session: number 1 distribution, number 2 types, and number 3 importance. Based on that, we are going to check some questions here, what we understand. Number 1, why do scrubs have deep roots and waxy surfaces? So, this you have to think and answer here. Clear? You have to think. So, if everything is available very easily, then the importance of the value of the content will be getting reduced. So, you have to gather information and then present your answer. Next, where do we find tundra region? And then which type of trees are found in areas where rainfall exceeds 140 centimeters? Next, why do deciduous forests shed their leaves in a particular season? Next, list the regions where evergreen forests are found in the world. How do trees help in maintaining balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen? Easy question. Write down the protective function performed by the forest. Clear? These are all very simple question, very easily we can answer. Next, for our assessment I just gave true or false here. I gave all 5 statements taken from the textbook only. Okay, Tundra region is found in plain, false. It can see found in the pole region. So, we have to write the reasons. Blankly don't accept any statement. First you have to practice it. You yourself, if you are practicing means, then the particular question will never we can forget. Clear? Grasslands are found in the regions of heavy rainfall. Wrong. What we can see, they are evergreen forest. Next, forests do not help with checking soil erosion. Absolutely wrong statement. It prevents the soil erosion. Forest fire is not caused by the human being at all. Wrong. Forest fire is caused, the main reason is only because of the human activity. Next, trees in the evergreen forest shed leaves in a particular season. These two, trees in the evergreen, it never shed their leaves. Clear? If shed leaf means, then it is said to be deciduous forest. Clear? And as usual, finally I want to say thank you for watching the video.